Okay, guys, you know, we're going skydiving, me and my sister. It's really hot. It's a lot to take in. Here go the plane. And I'm getting the, what's that video package called?
Outside cam.
Outside cam to get the whole experience. But there's the plane, here's the atmosphere, and we're doing it. We're doing it. Hey.
Hey, Deanna, how's it going?
It's going good.
That's an interesting looking harness you have on. What are you doing today?
I'm going skydiving.
Why would you want to do that?
Because I'm fearless.
Because you're fearless? All right, so how you feeling right now? Nervous, excited?
Scared.
You're scared? Yeah. I thought you just said you were fearless.
Yeah, no, like.
Yeah? All right, so you know what? We're going to have a really good time, and next time I see it, it'll be in the sky.
Yay!
Woo!
What's up, guys? It's Deanna, and you know, y'all saw the title of the video. You know, black people don't usually do this type of stuff. Like, black people not going out here jumping out of freaking planes willingly. Like, that's crazy. But I did it, and I'm gonna just go ahead and tell y'all the story. So, I was just talking to my friend about how I wanted to go skydiving. I was like, I feel like I want to eliminate all fear that goes into just life. Like, if I'm scared of heights and being on planes, I want to hop on a plane. If I'm scared of skydiving and I've never done it before, I'm about to go do it. So it's just crazy that I was already talking about it. And then my sister's friend was like, hey, do you want to go skydiving for my birthday? I said, it's Sunday. I drive down. It takes about an hour to get there. And it's like, all right, we sign our waivers. And it's a little nerve-wracking reading the waivers, because it's like, it's basically that if you die, that's not on us. If you lose an arm, you not severed limbs. That has nothing to do with that. You injure yourself, that you are willingly doing this. And if it do happen, y'all can't sue us. And we not taking responsibility. I said, all right, so cool. Signed off on everything. And then I was like, all right, so gave it to the lady. We did a group package. So we went, it was 5 of us. So the group package, so it was about like 180, like 189, 180 for the group package. And then we're like, oh, we all want film. So I got where they film on your wrist, like on the GoPro. The person that jumps with you, and you know, yeah, I did not jump by myself. Yeah, I had my instructor, and then someone else who else jumping like a couple seconds before you, and that's filming from like the air. So I was like, okay, it's a bet. So that was a little bit of extra money, like 150. So the total was like 300 something. Whew. So I was like, all right, cool. We waited. It's hot. And we're looking outside, and it's like, oh shit, we were under the tent. But then we start seeing shadows come. I was like, oh shoot, the group, like another group is landing. These look like tiny little ants in the sky. Like, we're like, what, with their little parachutes? And we're like, oh shoot, we about to do that. And we're watching them land, and we're like, yeah, we signed up for this. And as they're all unloading and going back into the changing place where you put your, not changing, but when you put your harness on, I get in and he's like strapping the stuff to me, and he's like, okay, so this is what we do. When we get to edge, we're gonna tilt our head back, and then when it's time to land, you're gonna bend your feet, and just trying to go through it. And I'm like, I don't even want to, why am I doing this? I think everyone, whoever skydives, thinks, why am I doing this? You know, because it's like, nobody's making you. Why are you paying money to jump out of a moving plane in the sky? But the deed's been done. So I was like, all right, cool. No take seats, back seats. So I'm like, all right, we get into the plane. It's a small plane, and you're a compact tight in there. It's like you're sitting on top of your instructor in front of him, and whatever type. So and it's just like everyone's like packed in, everybody packing. And then they just have a thing, and it's just like, okay, we go up. And then they open the door, and it's like, I've never been on a plane moving with the door open. My instructor was like, okay, we're going last. I said, no, I don't want to go last, because who wants to be last? I don't want to be last. But honestly, it did not matter, because right when the pilot put the plane in cruise control, it was like we flying, and then it was like zoom, and it just felt like we were almost still, and it was like, whoop, and then everybody move, go. First person jumped out. Next person, everybody gets in. You just see the wind just like, I watched my sister jump out of a plane and I was like, oh my goodness. And then it comes my turn and it just happens so fast. No 1, 2, 3. No, oh, we about to jump. He's like, all right, grab on right here, head back. I was like, okay. And it's so crazy because it was like, if you can't breathe, scream because it lets the air out. I said, can't breathe. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I was screaming, but I couldn't hear it. All it sounded like was like, and I was like, and then I'm like, this is crazy. Will Smith explained it so well. He was like, it's such a blissful moment once after you jump out. Because it's like, and then everything just chills out. And it's just like, you just kind of take it in because you're doing it. So you just kind of like, and then, you know, they pull a parachute and then you just kind of glide in for like 6 minutes. And it's just like, okay. And I thought it was super cool. Like just being up in the air that high off the ground, feet ding, your body's just like in the air, just floating. I felt like a bird. And I was like, wow, I'm actually doing this. That's all I thought the whole time. And once we landed, it was just like smooth, like not really smooth, but we kind of glided on our feet a little bit. His feet, not mine, because my feet was bent. He got to take in the impact. But the thing about skydiving is just, it's everything leading up to it that's scary. The actual act within itself is actually pretty cool. Like, all you doing is just working yourself up just to become chill during it. The only downside for me is, I don't know if it's even controllable or whatever, but the after feeling I felt was so nasty. It felt so draining. Like everyone felt like, we were like excited. Yeah, we got nervous. We jumped. But then afterwards, I was just like, it's like I was dehydrated. I was winded, a little nauseous. Like that feeling was, I almost put me in a bad mood. My head hurt. It was hot. I was like, it's just a combination of all this stuff. It's like, that's what I like, the act of skydiving, but that after feeling was like a hangover for skydives. I don't know. But once we drank some water and then once we ate, we felt so much better. But that initial after feeling was just like, I was almost sad. I was like, did you have fun? Yeah. And I'm like, I'm tired. So after I film this video, I'm gonna catch some Z's. Actually, I shouldn't because it's like 6 p.m. so I won't do that. But honestly, if you're thinking about doing it, you should. It's not as terrifying as you think. It's just everything leading up to the point where you physically jump out of the plane with an instructor, might I add. That's terrifying. But the actual act of it is like, no. I can only explain so much, but you really have to experience it. If you see someone else do it, like on the film, like it really is different. Because I sat up for like 30 minutes watching videos, like, because I was like, I need to be mentally prepared. But nothing feels anything as crazy as you actually doing it. Also, another thing, you need to kind of evaluate yourself, because some people will actually just freak out to the point where you're just not enjoying it. So if you're that person that you need to start looking at videos and kind of like mentally prepare yourself, you should, because you never really know how you're going to take something like this because you've never done it before. So for me, I mentally prepared myself. So I was able to like jump out and then like have fun. You know, it was actually just such a exciting feeling. Like I was just like, wow. We asked one of the instructors, we were like, how many jumps have you had? And he's like, oh, I've done about 200 plus jumps. And I'm like, wow. He's like, it just becomes addicting. And I'm like, whoa. It's an interesting addiction. Need to see a therapist. But yeah, I was like, I definitely like it. I would love to get certified in the future and do it myself, because you know, you never feel more alive than when you almost did. Can I get a ooh? But yeah, that's how it was when I went skydiving. Peace. Peace up, H-Town. Okay. So it was all cool. I knew the experience went almost too good, but I had a headache, but it only got worse throughout the day. And then now, what is it, like 9-10 p.m.? I feel so sick. I laid down, I felt motion sickness, I felt nauseous. I had to go throw up. I feel like throwing up right now. Oh, this is terrible. Like, it feels like a hangover, but really more sick than anything. And I don't know if this had to do with the jump, but it only makes sense that it just went so well. But now it's funny because I think it's all starting to hit me, and now I'm getting anxious, and now I'm feeling it. So precaution. If it doesn't hit you then, it'll eventually hit you, unless you're just different and you're blessed. I called my sister and the girls we went with, and they said the same thing happened to them, just a little earlier. I guess I'm just getting it hit a little later, but your body's not used to doing something like that, so everyone reacts different. And I'm like shaking a little bit, but I'm actually just about to go throw up like right now after this video. I ate one fry. I only ate once, like after the thing, and I haven't been right ever since. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so that's story time, and that's how it was when I went skydiving. That was how my experience went, and honestly, I'd love if you guys like this video, and if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. We can be frenzies, okay? And I want you guys to leave any comments you guys have. Like, let me know. Do you have any questions or anything you want me to answer? Because I'll answer. I'll do it. You want me to jump again? I'll do it. Maybe, but if enough comments, here we go. I might do it again and then show y'all how that goes. But yeah, for sure, like, comment, subscribe, and let's get it.